Starting with plyometric push-ups, concentric only. So I'm doing a full reset at the bottom. Face this way. Full reset at the bottom. Ugh. Make sure I don't whack my head on that pad. Concentric only. I do a little catch at the bottom, obviously, so I don't just slam my body into the ground. 2 more of those. All right, I'm gonna try and breeze through these because these are not that hard. It's just like a power primer kind of thing. Oh, I already did a full warm up. It's just a little bit of extra here. 2 reps. Concentric only, so I'm ignoring that downward portion entirely. Basically for that, I do just enough eccentric control to prevent my body from just slamming into the ground. We're just going to knock out 3 quick sets here, just some fast, powerful reps, and then we'll get into the main work, which today's incline bench press for sure. Slight incline or full incline? I think it's full incline. And we're doing slow eccentrics on that, so that's where that's going to come into play, not now. I'm just going to go ahead and knock this out right now. Again, rest times are pretty short. It's not like max power, so I don't need like a really long rest period here. I'm looking at like 45 to 60. Wait for the drop. And one of the things I do like to do is, I don't know if you can see me, but like I tension at the bottom before I start the repetition. So like I'm not going from like complete relaxation to power. I am trying to tension up, and I get that tension throughout my arms, my core. I get my feet in a position, and then once I'm kind of locked in, like holding a pause bench off the chest, I then just rock it off the ground. All right, incline bench. Hopefully the music's not too loud, but if it is, I'll know for next time as I'm recording this. So this is normally how loud I play it, so we'll see. We'll take you to the interstate for a ride. Bring you right back here to me. Oh, so incline press, we are working through slow eccentric, no pause at the bottom, but it just feels nice. And that first warm up. I am doing sets of 4. And I remember last time making a comment about pressing out here because I can line myself up better with the bar. But I didn't do that. So obviously I haven't started yet, so I'm kind of like half thinking about putting it in now, but I think I'm just gonna roll with it. Who cares? 5 sets of 4 coming up. All right, so far so good. This is 165 on here. I'm looking for 185, but with a 3 count eccentric, and just basing it off how last week's weight felt at 175. I mean, I'm like, I don't know. We'll kind of see how this pans out, but we'll see. Based off how this feels, will dictate whether we go 180 or 185. So, let's get it. J cups need to go up a little bit, but that felt good. That felt good. 185 it is probably. All right, this is set one here. 185. Ideally, we got 5 sets here. We'll see. I can do all 5. Rest time is probably going to be close to 90 seconds for majority of them. I don't want to take too long. Might push that up to 2 minutes towards the end of the 5, but we'll see. This is going to be set number 1. And if you have noticed, I don't know if you can see from that angle, I don't sit on the seat. I actually have my whole body up on the top part of the bench. And that's just because this feels way better than having your hips segmented up at the top. So down here, it's almost like you can't help but relax. Whereas up here, you have that whole body tension that you're looking for. It also puts me in a better position to unrack the bar too. So again, those J cups need to be adjusted, but I'm too lazy now. Not too bad. Pretty cake. Hootie and the Blowfish gonna take me away here. 4 sets to go. Alright, set number 2. I know it's funny, people are... If y'all can hear the music in here, I'm sure somebody's gonna mention the music that I'm listening to. And it's just program right now is just not that hard, man. So I don't need crazy music. But even then, I've just been listening to metal for so long. And I listen to the same playlist over and over again, so I listen to a lot of the same music over and over and over. So music like this is just a nice change. And I'm vibing out here, so it's not anything crazy. I'm just having a good time. So there we go. Set number 2. So far, so good. 2 down, 3 to go. All right, set number 3. Here we go. Shaking a little bit, but I'm feeling good. 3 down, 2 to go. I think we'll be okay for all 5 sets here. I'm feeling pretty good. One of my favorite songs started playing, so I figured it's time to start set number 4. I have to while it's Nickelback, dude. Slow eccentrics aren't too bad this week, which is good. Last week was the first week with the slow eccentric, and it was just brutally hard from the block I was coming off of. So it's nice that it's not as bad. It still sucks, but it's not as bad. See if we can keep it moving here. Come back. Take my time. I never really like to rush the reps. I mean, like, one of the biggest things you can do that'll fuck you up is trying to rush the repetitions, right? It's okay to stop and just kind of recenter yourself, make sure everything's locked in, take your brace, and get after it. It's if anything in that position, if you feel like you're gonna miss it, in my experience, it's been mostly a mental thing. Like, people just, they feel exhausted, so they give up. But if you're able to redirect your focus into, like, I'm gonna get this rep for sure, I think majority of the time you'll get the rep. So just don't be afraid to take your time, reset, make sure everything's locked in, and then attack it with everything you got. Works most of the time for me, and I'm sure it'll work for you too. We got one more. Rest time. Alright, man. Last one. Here we go. It's funny, I don't feel too fatigued. I'm shaking a little bit, but I don't feel terribly fatigued yet, which is good, because last week I was feeling fucking wiped almost immediately. Like, the first 2 sets of the eccentric, and I was like, oh god, I'm cooked. But this is feeling pretty good, even at the end here. So, great sign. The last set of 4. Here we go. Remind me next time. J-cup height. I'd probably say at least 1, maybe 2 10 holes up. We'll see. Oh my. Ooh, shit. Do we pause? I think so. Yeah. Oh. Oh. See, that was pretty nice. No problem. Time for accessories. Alright, so inverted rows. We're doing 1.5 reps here. So feet up on the bench. And then starting from the bottom, you'll go all the way up, all the way down, halfway up, halfway back down. That's 1. We're going to do sets of 9. Last week we were doing 7s, and it wasn't too bad. So I imagine adding 2 more reps probably won't be a problem. We'll see. I don't know, we'll see. Same amount of sets, just a little bit more reps. We'll see. Off the rings too, instead of my TRX. I don't really like doing, ironically, I don't really like doing suspension type stuff off my TRX. It has to do with the handles, man. The handles just don't feel like it. Whereas, like, the rings, man, the rings just, I don't know. It just feels way more stable, in my opinion. Oh. Whew. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. 2 more of those. If anything, that was more of a grip thing than anything else, but we'll see. Shouldn't be too bad. Alright, set number 2. I'm getting a pretty sweet pump now. Feeling it. Oh. Now, one thing here with the inverted is probably the fact that it feels so good is why like I keep it in my program pretty much year round. Actually, I don't think I do a single block without inverted rows. It's just such a great exercise, dude. Total body, because the whole body is like basically planking. You get large amount of freedom with the hands that can pull in whatever direction you want. Like, this exercise kicks ass, man. I love inverted rows. Like I said, I think I do them year round. Oh. Oh, God. Almost upside down. Oh. Woo. Oh, God. That's pumpy, bro. We got one more. All right, man. Set 3. Oh, God. Luckily, it's not that cold. Past couple of weeks I've been training. Actually, probably months, to be honest with you. Has just been absolutely frigid. And training in the garage sucks because I don't have climate control out here, so like it's just it fucking sucks. So I can appreciate the weather's finally pretty nice. Oh, God. Alright, here we go. Set 3. Let's go, baby. Quit procrastinating. Ain't get any fucking younger. My grip. Oh. God. Oh. Oh, fuck me. That was horrible. Oh. All right. Push-ups next. We're going to do, if you haven't seen this before, you're about to see how I jerry-rig plate-loaded push-ups over here using my cable machine. So let me set that up real quick, and then we'll get rolling. The push-up prescription today is horrible. I'm basically doing a precursor like isometric, and then I do my reps. So it's like a 10-second iso, and I forget how many reps. I think I'm doing 10. It's like 10-10. But then I do it again in the same set. So it's like a set of 20 technically, with 2 10-second isos like sandwiched. And I'm doing that twice. So we'll see. I got some weight planned in my head. I don't think it'll be too tough, but you know, you never know. Let's go. All right, so you guys are about to see my MacGyvering in real time. I guess technically past time, because this is a recorded video, not live. Yeah. Anyway, cable machine. This lat pull down low row thing. I literally just rig up a chain to my dip belt, and then I do push-ups off the bar. It's awesome. So the only thing I do is I just make sure that the chain, or like the cable, is perpendicular to my torso, or as close to it as possible. That way, like, I'm getting the maximal pull across my hips, like the strongest part of my pillar. Which, if you haven't heard that term before, just refers to like the torso, like pecs and lats, abdominals, glutes, adductors, the whole spiel, the pillar, kind of locking in the body in place. So having it pulling on the hips is like the strongest like counterpoint or anchor point, I guess, however you want to phrase that. And so I just hook up. I got 45 on there right now, so shouldn't be too bad. Like I said, we got 2 isos and 2 sets of 10 sandwiched in there. And then I just do my push-ups off my Swiss bar. 10-second iso. Keeping tension in my arms. think that's 10. Oh. Second one. Ooh, that was hard. Wow, that was horrible. Oh man, my fucking arms. Oh, woo. We gotta do that one more time, buddy. But yeah, I just realized I cut my head out of the frame. But yeah, that's it. It's pretty terrible. And if you're curious why I'm kind of zipping through this pretty fast, is because I'm under a controlled tempo. You know, it probably looks like it's uncontrolled just due to the speed, but speed with appropriate movement, like things are moving that are supposed to be moving, things are locked into place that are not supposed to be moving. That's just a demonstration of technical mastery. Speed is not inherently a bad thing, especially when the concentric portion, the pushing, is the part that's going to provide the most growth, not the eccentric. So, controversial subject of the day. So, one more of those. I'm going to rest for a little bit. I'll be back. Alright, man. Here we go. Set number 2. And then we have arm stuff after. Nice. Oh, man. I'm really dreading this. I just want you to know. And I'm procrastinating on camera. So y'all know how mentally weak I am. Buddy. Life is pain. Let's go. Ooh, I ain't getting any fucking younger. Let's go. ISO again. Not resting on the bar either. Let's go, babe. Ooh. Oh. Oh, God. That was horrible. It was even worse the second time. Now, time for arm stuff. As if my arms weren't already shaking. Yay. But we're going to do cable overhead extensions, which I'm going to use my nylon strap. Wasn't a huge fan of it last week, but I'm going to do it again. I think I was just being a wuss. And then cable bicep curls, which I'll use my straight bar for. And then I forget what's after that, but I do know I have some other stuff. So it won't be long. We're chilling just over an hour right now, so I'm kind of slacking. Alright, rest time. I'll get this set up. Alright, my battery on the camera is about to die. So hopefully it doesn't die while I'm filming this. If it does, that sucks. We're just gonna get right into it. I was gonna warm up some of these weights, but I kind of just want this workout to be over. You know, mental focus is kind of fading a little bit. Ironically, when we get to the fun part. But I think I'm just gonna knock this out as is and then see if I can do all my sets here. I don't know, we're about to find out. Alright. Oh boy, that's heavy. I'm in danger. Oh. Staggered maybe? Oh. Yeah, that's pretty heavy, dude, not gonna lie. Oh. I could try overhead this way. I don't know if that'll be any better. I don't really want to change it mid-set either. So, let me swap this out real quick. I'm gonna have to stop the video. One thing I did forget to mention, well, I also just forget myself, is that when this is evenly loaded on either side, it's way smoother. Like, that went up so much easier. Oh. 45 on one side feels impossible. 20 and 20, it's like fucking butter. Stupid. So, we'll just do that again. 2 more times, actually. And I'm going to go to failure. Probably on all of them. Alright, we're back. I don't like to take too long of a rest period even when going to failure. One, because it's fucking tricep extensions. Like, who cares? You don't have to rest that long. And 2, I'm just ready to be done. Well, that's all. I'm just ready to be done. And I feel fine. So let's go. Ooh, caught myself on that seam. Ooh, that could have been bad. Woo. Nice. All right, close time. Hopefully I'm not cutting my head off in the frame, although it looks like I am. Ooh, squeaky. Oh, nice. We're gonna do one more of those. I already forgot how many reps I did. I think it was 12. Ah, man, nice. One thing I like about this upper body day, typically I train lower body on Mondays when I'm in my traditional like strength and conditioning split. I normally train conjugate, and for this block I'm just doing kind of like sprint season, where like I enjoy like sprinting, not necessarily like long distance running or anything, like legitimately sprinting, and I like testing my 40-yard dash time. And so one block out of the year I dedicate to like getting faster. And so obviously during that time, upper body training isn't like, it's not in maintenance mode, but it's definitely easier than normal. And this is the block that I'm in now. And so having these arm days is always nice, because normally, like, oddly enough, I really don't train arms like throughout the year, honestly. I just don't really like to. Not like consistently, mostly because like I only have like a few staples that I like, and so there's not a whole lot of variation, and you can't lift very heavy when you do it, so it's like, you know, I don't know, I'm probably like the only person in the world that doesn't like training arms, but like I legitimately don't really enjoy it, but it's nice during the season I'm in now, just because I don't get to do it too often, So like once this block's over though, I'm like, ah, thank God that's over. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do one more of those though, and I might as well just go ahead and go now because I've been talking the whole time. So set 2. Right, we are at the end here. I got shoulder stuff. I got some abs at the very end, which is, it's not like direct ab training. It's alternating dead bugs, and that's just, I mean, it's surprisingly abs. Like you do it right, and it's definitely abs. But it's also training like synchronous motion, so like coordination type stuff, which I like just as a reminder, especially doing it for like higher volume prescriptions. It's just really just good for you kind of movement. Not everything has to be about more muscle or more strength. Like some things are just good from a mental stimulation standpoint and just coordination, reactivity, timing, stuff like that. So some other human skills that a lot of people don't really give a shit about, but I do. Okay. So here's what we're doing. It's gonna be laterals for 10. And then we're going into like a mechanical drop set kind of thing. So there's my 10. Little hammer curl position. Come here. So I'm just going to do 2 sets of that, and then we'll get into the dead bugs. And that'll be it for today. So, not too bad. It's taking me a little longer than I would like, but we'll probably finish around the 90-minute mark, which it is what it is. I don't mind being out here, but at the same time, I don't like to drag on unnecessarily. If I feel like it's taking too long, I'll just get it over with. So we're almost done. And today was a pretty good workout. I feel pretty good. So, and then I'll be back for the post-session talk, I guess, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, all right. See, I knew it would die before we made it to the end, but it's all good. Who cares? Let's scoot on over here. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out which way I want to face. I don't know. But we did I need to look into some higher capacity batteries because them dying, even at the end of a session, I mean, I guess it is what it is. I highly doubt they're like defective. I'm sure this is just how long they last. But all right, let's get it. Wow. Oh, buddy. All right. Put that over there. Very cool. I got bring it home. Last one. Here we go. Alright, so dead bug position. Low back is like flush with the floor. 90-90 position with the legs. Arms are up and we alternate. You go thumb to the floor. Heel hovers just off the ground. We're back. Get myself there. One thing that's nice about it too is it's really not even just core. Like, yeah, you'll find core, but if you train your core directly, you're not going to get anything crazy because this is just isometric contraction the whole time, right? Really, like, you have a few weak points that could show up. The garage light just went off. I wish it would stay off. I need to figure out if I can actually just keep that off, honestly. But anyway, derailed just like that. Anyway, point is like, you'll either feel hip flexors if your hip flexors are weak. So like just trying to hold the leg up like this. You know, your hip flexors are maintaining that isometric as well, but then not to mention working against gravity as they go out and hold and then back in. You're also probably going to feel shoulder too, like rotator cuff, trying to reach overhead this way. And then of course the whole synchronous action, it's mentally fatiguing because you're trying to maintain appropriate rhythm and timing. You're trying to have the hand and the foot reach their positions at the same time. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on, man. And so, you know, if you're the type of person that just picks anything in the gym purely for how much muscle it can build, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're, you know, just curious about how you should be training and you're not necessarily attached to bodybuilding, like you're just training and you just do what you see other people do, stuff like this is okay. Even if it doesn't build a shit ton of muscle, it's still teaching you a lot of other things about your body that you need to be aware of, that you should be training just from like a health standpoint. You know what I mean? Like it's not even about getting as jacked as possible. It's just want to be a functioning human being. You know? And people are like, well, how is, you know, not being jacked more functional? I didn't say that. You know? I didn't say that. It's just like there's benefits to all types of movement. So you don't have to only do one type of thing. You do whatever you want. That's why, like, good personal trainers, you'll hear them say, like, you don't even have to weight train. You should, because it's good for you. You don't have to. You can just play a sport. Just be active. Realistically, you know? But should you use weights to get stronger? Yes, absolutely. Anyway, I'm ranting. I'm going to do this again. I'll be back. Come back. Literally 2 seconds later. Oh, let's go. Round two. Love you on a way for. I couldn't resist. Pretty sure that's 6. Last one? Stellar. All right, so kind of post-session interview here. Just finished week 2, day 1, which I know I'm behind. This whole YouTube thing is brand new, so like I'm running into all the normal hiccups with stuff. So, you know, technical issues or just editing issues or just, you know, whatever. And so the first couple weeks, I'm sure, are going to be a mixed match of a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just recording stuff as I get it and then just trying to string it together. So with that being said, some other things like, you know, the lighting and the video quality and stuff. I'm not the most tech savvy person, so I'm sure there's some stuff that is fucked up or that I could fix. So if you have any, you know, feedback or critiques and stuff, feel free to let me know. The simpler, the better. just because I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'll try and figure it out as I go. But we're stringing it together, and so if you like what I'm putting out, just know that I appreciate it. I took my sweet time kind of putting this together, and I'm just finally doing it. Anyway, enough of that. Training session. Um, Pretty great start to week 2, actually. I'm feeling pretty good. I wasn't nearly as sore as I was expecting after week 1. So if you don't already know, I just started a brand new training block, which is kind of like speed centric. So like I don't do it year round. I have like one specific block out of the year where like I dedicate my training to just like getting faster, literally. Um, and I normally translate that into like a 40-yard dash time. And it's not anything I do super seriously. It's just as I age, I wasn't a college athlete. I wasn't a high school athlete by any means. So like I didn't really get that early development of stuff like that where like you have to compete with your friends and like do all that cool stuff. Um, so I do it now. And I just like feeling good as I do it. I know my garage light just went up, and of course it turns back on as soon as I say something. God. Anyway, um, yeah. So right now I'm in that speed development phase, and I'm less sore than I imagined, which is great because last year I made a mistake of just going too ham right out of the gate, and I was just, dude, the volume just amped up progressively over the course of the block, but it was like I started with too much, and I'm not going to backtrack. I'm not the kind of person that's like, yeah, just fuck it, just send it. So I just keep stacking on more volume, and nothing bad happened. I didn't get injured or anything like that, but it's just like the whole training cycle was like, God damn, I am just beat to fucking hell every day. So yeah, we're trying to approach it with a little bit more wisdom this time around. And so far, I mean, after week 1, everything feels good. Like I got no issues. So we'll see if we can kind of maintain that momentum as we continue to train. Tomorrow is one of our lower body days. We got power speed drills that we're going to do out here just in front of the house because I'm not going to go to the field. And then we have just well, probably like the more moderate leg session because I'm not sprinting tomorrow. I'm just doing like power speed drills and then like heavier legs. And then Wednesday, tempo run. Thursday, upper body. Friday is like our sprint day. And then like moderate legs, lighter legs in the weight room after. So, yeah. And we're going to run this for, including this week, 3 more weeks. And then the program kind of amps itself up in intensity. Yeah, and then we're chilling. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.